I'm Kat McLeod. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be taking you through a kind of modernized, casual, Cinderella inspired makeup look. So I've got my hair did, got my bangs smooth, and my hair's up in a top knot. I love Cinderella. I love absolutely everything about her. In fact, my wedding and wedding dress were completely Cinderella inspired. I literally took a picture of the Cinderella dress from the live action movie, brought it to the seamstress who recrafted my mother's wedding dress to look more like it. So it had like the poofy off the shoulder sleeves and everything. It was absolutely beautiful. It had the overlay. It was just, I could talk about that dress all day long. Maybe I'll do a wedding inspired video someday. Let me know if you'd like to see that. I knew that I would never marry somebody who didn't remind me of Prince Charming. See that Cinderella castle? On purpose. Anyway, I should stop talking about it. I should just go ahead and get started. Okay, getting started, you want to prep the skin. So I've already cleansed the skin and moisturized it and primed it. So when I moisturized and primed, I actually used one product. It is from Illamasqua, and it is their Hydra Veil. And it just comes in a little thing like this. It's really unique actually, because when you pull open the little thing, it's actually in like a jelly. I don't know if you can, do you see it like jiggling around in there? So neat, right? So I was very intrigued by it. I got it in my Ipsy literally just today, and I don't know how much it costs or anything like that, but yeah, it's actually like $44. Woo! I just wanted to try it because I got it in my Ipsy, so I was excited about it. I think that the skin looks nice and dewy. I really want the focus to be on like a fresh skin, almost like sweaty looking, because it's Cinderella. She's a hard-working woman. I am going to go in with another dewy product, and that is from Ciate London. It's their Dewy Sticks. It just comes in like a little tube like that. So I want to put this on the areas where I really want some extra shine and glow. Why not? Why not? Just put it all over. I'm not going to blend that in too much. I feel like it's going to get blended when I put on my foundation. I'm just going to kind of leave it there. Man, I do look sweaty. You see the top of my lip? I'm like, okay. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Stila Hide and Chic foundation. I got the shade Fair 2. I just got shade matched the other day, and this should be my perfect shade, even though I picked it out myself. It's according to what the ladies at Ulta told me, so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I've been doing 2 pumps of this. It's very liquidy. I'm going to use a brush with it because I haven't used one yet. I feel like it's going to be really streaky until I go over it with a sponge. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to love a brush with this. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and just speed through this part. Okay, I feel like that gave me the base that I'm kind of looking for. I'm really looking for that sheen on my skin. I think you can see it definitely. I'm really happy with the glow. It looks very fresh. However, we are going with the opposite of fresh on our concealer. We are going with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. This one I thought was a little light for me, but now I don't think it will be because my foundation actually matches my skin and it's not too dark. I'm just going to use that same sponge. For setting, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Not very hard to remember, but they're all called something different, you know? Just padding out any extra little crinkles. I love that moment in Mirror Mirror when Julia Roberts looks in the mirror and she's talking to her mirror self, right? And she's like, you're getting older, you know, that kind of thing. And she says, you're even growing wrinkles. And Julia Roberts goes, they're not wrinkles, they're just crinkles. My mom loves that part. That's her favorite part of the whole movie. Now we're just setting down. No crinkles allowed. Is that darkening my foundation? Is that darkening my foundation? Final sweep. Okie doke. I am now going to go in with my bronzer. I have this Gigi Gorgeous bronzer. Excuse you, husband. It is the Silk Sculpt Bronzer Duo in Turnt and Extra. This one's a little more cool tone. This one's a little more orange tone. So I think it's going to work out really good for contouring and for bronzing. So first I am going to dip into my little contour shade. Snatch it. I like that it's matte. Like it's like a very matte powder. I feel like matte bronzers are harder to find nowadays, even though people like them more. Okay, I am now going to take this this oval packed brush from BoxyCharm. I just got it in my BoxyCharm this month. That's going to be a theme throughout this video, basically. I'm just going to tap into that cooler shade here and tap off the extra, and then I'm going to sort of stamp that down along my cheekbone. Ooh, I feel like this brush might be better for cream products actually, because it might be pulling up my foundation because it's so densely packed, you know what I mean? But maybe I can just pat it and it'll be fine. Ooh, that actually gives a nice effect, doesn't it? Okay, okay. Now I'm gonna go in with my regular little fluffy bronzer. It's like when you're a kid playing Nintendo and somebody always calls him browser, and you're just like going in with bronzer, fluffy brush. Going into the warmer tone color. And I'm just adding this kind of above and around that sort of area. Just kind of blending it more. We all know Cinderella would have been very bronzed because she's working in the sun, you know? That's okay. Okay. Hey! Now I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to drag it down the sides of my nose just to give that kind of cutesy, like, been out in the sun all day kind of effect. Maybe even the tip of my nose. It almost gives the effect of like fake freckles, but without having to draw in all the freckles, you know? You're just kind of cheating the system. I love doing that. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead with my highlight. So I'm using the, of course, right, the Cinderella highlight from ColourPop. This is from the Midnight Masquerade collection that they just put out with Disney. And this is the horse and carriage highlight that was inspired by Cinderella. It's just this lovely golden sheen. But the interesting thing about it is when it actually goes on the hand, it is this icy color. You know what I mean? So kind of interesting, but I'm just going to use it because it gives that wet kind of melted look on the skin. I just realized that I put that on my big old fluffy brush. I might like that better. Who knows? We'll do it on both sides. I think I do like that better, not having as much control over exactly where my highlight is going. That's kind of tempting, actually. I'm going to use a tiny bit of that highlight and just drag it down the center of the nose. And then put it right there on the end of the nose as well. I should not have used that big of a brush. So I'm using a more focused brush. Taking that right up the bridge of my nose. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Then I'm going to highlight my lips pretty good. I kind of want my lips a little bit more pouty because I'm kind of thinking like a sassy Cinderella kind of look. So yeah, that's basically the exact definition of what I'm going for. Next, I'm going to do some blush, and I'm going to be using, mine is jank, but I'm going to be using the Essence Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Coral, and it is this really lovely satin kind of finish. I mean, they described it perfectly. Satin Coral is literally the perfect description. Why am I trying to redefine it? I don't know. Just gonna dot that. Woo, it's pigmented. I forgot about that. Okay. I'm kind of going for that fresh, like, healthy complexion kind of look because she's been working. Oh yeah, I love that. I love it. It looks so good. It just looks really skin-like. I'm just loving the finish of everything. I am going to quickly step off camera and do my brows, and I will be back and zoomed in for my eyeballs. So prepare yourself. Moving on, I am going to prime my eyelids using the Maybelline Master Prime in the shade Prime and Smooth. It's kind of like this shimmery champagne shade. I don't know if you can see that, but I figured shimmery was best. I'm going for something like really easy, but still a little bit glam, a little bit sassy. So I felt like this shade was really nice for it. And then I'm going to use my sponge to go ahead and blend it out. Yeah. Okay, now I am going to go in with the Colored Rain Cosmetics individual shadow in the shade Glamour with a U in it because British. I think I'm just going to apply this with, probably with just my oval brush if I can find it. I really need a brush sorter outer. It's just this kind of like, I don't know, it's like a, just kind of a highlight shade really. So I'm just gonna take that and buff it all over the lid, almost packing it in there. Now I am going to take a slightly deeper shade. It is from Maybelline New York, and it is the Glow Down from their single shadow. This is the best single shadow ever. It's just the most fantastic gold color. I don't know if you can see that even. Yeah, right there. So it really is a fantastic gold color. You will not regret picking it up, but I am going to pick it up on the end of my brush. And I'm just going to put that in the outer corner to add a little bit of definition and dimension to the eye without adding very much contrast. Cat eye kind of motion. Just flicking it that way. So I'm going to go in with a shade from the Milani Bold Obsessions palette. I know I used this in my most recent video, and I also realized that I could have made this entire look based off of this palette with just these 3 shades right here. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I'm just going to take this shade up here just in my crease, just so that it adds a little extra definition. I could have done this with my bronzer shade, I think. In fact, I think that would have looked even a bit more natural. But whatever. Alright, trying not to lose this sort of glowy thing we have going for us. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to blend it out just a smidge. Really scrub it over my brow bone kind of area. Shimmer down, pal. That looks pretty the same to me. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that transition color and I'm going to just come under the eyes real quick. Now we've got an eyeball. That being done, I'm going to line the eyes a little bit. So I'm going to use my Hank and Henry Slick With It eyeliner in the shade Blickety Black. Gonna shake that up a smidge. Just come on the outer, like 1/2 to 2/3. I'm just lining my actual eye, and I'm just going to flick it upwards. That side turned out much better. It always turns out better. It's fine. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of concealer and clean it up. A process which took about 10 minutes. Now that that's done, officially, eyes are officially done. I'm gonna go ahead and set the face down. We are just going to use some good old all-nighter. Where you at, boy? We're fleshing. Now, I'm going to line my lips with the NYX lip liner in Nude Pink. I'm just that lazy. I don't want to sharpen my lip liners ever. It's annoying. I'm overlining just a tiny bit. Now I am going in with the, oh my goodness, this is almost rubbed off entirely. This is the Midnight Masquerade Lippy Luxe Liquid Lip, I think is what it's called, from ColourPop as well. And it is in the shade Prince Charming. My little packaging has rubbed off, so I'm glad that this part is decorative. Ah, such a pretty color. That being done, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and then I guess I will apply some mascara. Okay, so I have curled my lashes, and now I am going to go in with the Duce Punk Volumizer Mascara. I just got this in my Ipsy, and pretty excited to use it. It says it is lengthening and volumizing, which is kind of interesting. And then it's got this giant brush. It's a massive brush. I'm a little scared to use it, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so that is one coat on the eyes. I remember now reading the read-up on it, it said that it would give you a false lash effect, and I literally thought that as soon as I started swiping it on. I was like, wow, this looks like false lashes. And then I was like, didn't I read that? So it says to wait a moment and then apply a second coat. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my second coat now. Okay, so that is 2 coats. I am thoroughly impressed with this mascara. Sorry, I'm just going to keep talking to you as I put it on. But I definitely see what they're saying with the lengthening and the volumizing. I mean, That's a pretty gorgeous effect, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really have like that long of lashes, and this is making them look very long. However, it kind of does that thing that Lash Paradise will do to you, where if you just pretend you don't hear that, okay? So it kind of does that thing that Lash Paradise does, where if you keep working it and you overwork it, it gets kind of clumpy on the ends. So I've got like a little clump, but I don't want to take the clump off because it takes the length off as well. But for the most part, it is absolutely stunning, and I love it. And it might be my new favorite thing ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back to where we started, except that I look a lot cuter. I think that this is a really cute, fun, easy, everyday, sassy kind of look. I hope you really enjoyed this look. Let me know in the comments below what you like about it and what you would change about it. What could make it like more Cinderella-ish? I really want to get like inspired by you. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. You can also subscribe here on the side and also watch another video maybe if you choose. Apart from that, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Actually, this is Disney. I'll see you real soon. Okay, bye!